connection, meaningful connections anyway. I don't know of any other connections that really matter. So it's been an interesting past couple of days. Yesterday was really great. Connected with a friend of mine that I'd mentioned in a previous post that I hadn't seen in 20 years, and we had coffee and tea, and then from there connected with another friend of mine who's also one of my members, and we've known each other for 21 years, and we had dinner. And then I got word, sadly, that another friend who's also one of my members, his mom passed. And he happened to be down in the state where she lives and caring for her and his grandma, and she passed. So what it's really gotten me clear on is the importance. Well, I've always known this. It's been, I think, for me, a peeling away of layers of really emphasizing the importance of meaningful connections. And it takes something from us. It's not just something that we can expect from others. We got to give and take. And in that spirit of giving, I'm organizing a certain call to be able to support this man and bringing as many men together to be able to do so. And that is the nature of real meaningful connections. You got to bring some of that experience that has it feel meaningful. You got to give a damn. You got to care enough to be willing to stretch and do certain things. And even today, I was supposed to go to the home of my previous mentor. Things didn't work out. I had to be rescheduled. But I was originally not going to go. I had things that were coming up for me that I had to really be concerned about, business-wise and financially. And when that happens, there's that impulse to contract. I know I feel it. I know a lot of other people feel it, that when things don't seem to be quite going our way, the impulse is to contract. Maybe even to pull back from connecting with other people. I think that's when it matters most. I really do. I believe that's when it matters most, that we have to connect even further. So I think changed up and was willing to make it work today, bring my laptop onto a train and a bus. It was going to be a bit of a ride, but I was going to make it work. We decided that had to be moved to next weekend, and that's fine, but I had to be there. I had to prepare to be there for my mentor and get over my own significance of my own needs, which were frankly not quite as important. And in the end, there was a way to make it all work anyway. Because I truly do believe, and I inherited this in my training, that every problem really does have a solution. And so there was a solution to being able to go make it work, see my previous mentor, and being able to get some important work done. And, now I'm just walking home from the park. I'm going to work out and get the work done tonight and set myself up for success for the week. So what it really boils down to is that when things are not quite going our way, the impulse to contract, the impulse to pull back, the impulse to become more insular, my strongest recommendation is really check that impulse. You may need to negate that impulse, that may not be the healthiest impulse. And I think that impulse, sadly, is being reaffirmed in today's world ever since the world changed, with the pandemic and more people are working remotely. People have become more insular. People have become more isolated. That is just not natural to the human condition. And I remember saying that even in 2020, recording a video where I created a call called the Men's Connect Hub, and I was inviting men to it. Don't isolate. You are not likely to come up with the best solutions on your own, maybe depending on the situation, but you will likely, depending on who you have around you, who you have access to, who can really support and serve you, come up with better solutions with other people anyway. And sometimes there's just something in the unloading and sharing a thing, that you're no longer carrying this load on your own and by yourself anymore. So that's my basic message for today. Stay connected. And as always, stay engaged.